Alright guys, quick loft update. I am whispering a little bit because my little one is down and I don't want to wake her up. But I figure I'm out here anyway. I'm cleaning up a little bit, feeding, taking care of a few things that I'm not able to take care of during the week. It is really nice, about mid to high 40s today. You can see the birds are out in the aviary, sort of doing their thing. They have had access to that aviary for the last 2, maybe going on 3 weeks now. Let me see if I can get a better vantage point here. Ooh, probably not the safest thing I'm about to do. So if you guys see me fall, oh, there we go. So if I end up falling, you'll know why, because I'm on this really kittywampus Adirondack chair, just to give you guys a better view of the birds out. But like I said, they've been out there for the last 3 weeks or so, as much as they want, every single day. Rain, snow, it doesn't really make a difference. I let them out. There are occasions where I do get hawk attacks, and it's almost a good thing, to be honest, because they do learn how to run back in right away. They do realize that trapping in is the safe bet. Oh, you know what? I think there's a hawk right there. I don't know if you guys can hear it on camera, but you can see the birds went real quiet, and they're all sort of looking up. Yes, I am. But it definitely teaches them a lot to be out there, having that rooftop advantage, that 360-degree view. I know I've talked about it in the previous videos. It's been a lifesaver for me. I lose very, very few youngsters on the first time out, even though they are pretty mature, they are strong on the wing. I lose very few youngsters, 1 or 2 maybe, and that's inevitable. No matter what program you follow, what system you follow, you are going to drop a few. That's just inevitable. So the 2 or 3 that I drop, I don't even tally that up, to be honest with you, because the amount of birds that I salvage with that settling cage has been tremendous, and I use it every year. And I know, Eric, I didn't rebuild it. I know you're going to give me crap over it. It is beyond rebuilding at this point. When I was heaving it up there, I can see it got really flimsy. Some of the joints are coming apart. I did not use treated lumber in this situation, so it's definitely falling apart. I think I'll get another year out of it, or I should say I think I'll get this year out of it, and then I'll have to rebuild one for next year, and I will use treated wood next year. Maybe it lasts a little longer, but ideally I'm going to make it the same dimensions, same idea, same everything pretty much. I'm just going to copy this one and keep going about that, because I mean it's worked for me in the past, and it's working for me currently, so that's what I'm going to keep working with. Real big advantage, guys, to get those birds on top of that roof so they can see, so they can have that 360-degree view of their surroundings, and to lose that fear of a rooftop, so that if they do go airborne on your first time out, they're not so afraid of roofs. They're not so afraid of what's behind them or what they haven't been able to see when they're just facing one direction in the aviary. But you do what you can. Some guys don't have the opportunity or the ability to have a rooftop settling cage like I do, so you do the best you can, guys. It's not necessary, but it's definitely been a lifesaver for me. So give me a second. Let me try to get down now. Whew, that is really rickety. I'm talking rickety. But we made it. Let's take a quick look inside, guys. Like I said, we won't make the video last too long. You see, I've been cleaning. Yes, I have been getting some birds in from a few guys. Oh, my son's birds are out. I do have a few sat nets, and it looks like I forgot to close the... All right, give me a second, guys. Come on, guys, come on. There, come on. Get your butts inside. All right, I'm gonna make it the hard way. 1 second, bear with me, guys. Run these sat nets back in. I do have to move them out of here, and I will as soon as I am ready to wean my second round, which won't be for another probably 3 weeks, maybe in the next month. So in that time period, I'll have them in here, only because it helps my son. I do have water heaters in here, and it helps him sort of be able to manage. I let him have a few more, trying to encourage him to get into the birds. Really trying to just encourage him to leave his room and the computer and everything else and the gaming, but he just doesn't have it. It's not in him like it is with us, and that's okay. Pigeons aren't for everyone, and we did the best we can. Like I said, I allowed him to have a few for himself. He raised a couple youngsters. He got to experience that. He doesn't have that that desire like we do, guys. So let's go ahead and move on in. I do have a couple youngsters already starting to hatch from round 2. You guys can see my straw holding apparatus. Just trying to keep it off of the ground because it goes through the floor grates and the birds can't use it at that point. So I just try to keep it off the ground there. But round 2, guys, was very interesting this year. I don't know exactly what to even think. I had weaned all my youngsters and I only had 1 pair on eggs. Everybody else was sort of neutral. I'm not sure what's going on. I reached out to a few guys and pretty much got the same response. Give it time. You know, as long as the birds are healthy, give it time and it should work out just fine. And it did. Within about a week after weaning the youngsters, they all went down on second round eggs like clockwork. Every single nest has eggs in it and they're starting to hatch currently. So I had 2 hatch yesterday, and I believe throughout the remainder of the week I'm going to have the rest hatch. So kind of strange. I've never experienced that. Usually if I don't add second bulls fast enough, they'll just lay eggs with the babies that are still in the nest. But in this year, I don't know what to attribute that to. Maybe it's the weather. I couldn't tell you. The droppings are good. The birds are relatively healthy. I don't see any issue. Hens aren't run down by any means. Again, nothing's really changed, so I'm not sure what to think. And the guys that I've asked have pretty much said the same thing. It's sort of unheard of, but it only put us back about 2 weeks, guys, to be honest with you. So 2 weeks, I'll take that as long as we get a good solid second round, and that'll be it for the year. I will be breeding specific pairs, and I will be sending those youngsters out, not to one-loft races. One-loft races are not for me, guys. We won't go into that topic, but I will be sending some youngsters out to a few guys that race later than I do. I think their season starts in October. Mine ends in October, so I'll utilize those third-round specific pairs and send those youngsters out just to see what they do with other guys. So that's pretty much it, guys. Not much else to talk about, not much else to show. The birds are doing well. Like I said, we're all waiting on second round youngsters here. Probably by the end of this week, we will have hatching eggs, hatching babies in every single bull. So within about 25 days or so, we will be weaning, moving these guys out, cleaning this area out. And my second rounders will go in here. My first rounders will go outside, and the settling cage will go up top. That's the game plan. We'll see how it plays out, guys. Just like I said, quick video, quick loft update, and we'll see you on the next one, guys.